Good evening. My name is Luke Barbarica. I am a sophomore here at Appalachian State University. I'm studying finance and banking and risk management and insurance. The image I chose today for this assignment is an image about alcoholism. As it shows here, this is a glass of wine, and there's a woman falling into the glass of wine like she is falling off a cliff. I selected this particular image because in America, alcohol is a very normalized drug, even though the effects of alcoholism and alcohol overconsumption are very severe, and it really affects a lot of Americans every single year. Hundreds, thousands of Americans die every single year due to alcohol. Families are torn apart. So in this image, ignore the words at the top. This was just the best picture I could find of it. That's not part of the image. But so in this picture, there's a woman holding a glass of wine, and what I assume is a picture of the woman who's holding the glass of wine. She's falling off of a cliff into the glass of wine. And I think what the image is trying to convey to us is that alcoholism, it can turn into the effects of falling off a cliff physically and mentally. Like alcohol can kill you the same way it would fall off a cliff, and I think sometimes alcohol, depending on your relationship with alcohol, can really become like you can really get wrapped up into it, and you take one wrong step, and next thing you know, your life is going off the rails, and your life is pretty much falling off a cliff, like this image is showing. I do think that this message or this image shows the message as is intended on what the effects of alcohol can be to your life, but I'm not so sure if it's very persuasive, because although it does show a woman falling off a cliff, I don't think it does a very good job of showing the specific effects of what alcohol can bring into your life. This image really makes you think critically about what it's trying to show you. So, in my opinion, I would add to this image somehow visually add some more about what the effects of alcoholism can do to your body and your mental state. And I think before people get into alcohol, they need to know, because I mean, like a lot of people do drink, and it is a fun thing to do every once in a while, but I think people need to educate themselves before they start drinking on how quickly a single glass of wine, like showing in this picture, can turn into multiple glasses of wine every single day. And so I think people need to look up the potential effects of going down that rabbit hole into alcoholism and overconsumption, and see what the effects of alcoholism on their life could be if they go down that road. So the best thing I would recommend is just doing research, making sure that you're keeping alcohol to a you're controlling alcohol. The alcohol is not controlling you, and you have control over your decisions, and the alcohol is not taking over your life and pushing you off a cliff like in this image it shows.